Mike's team has got a lot of young players, but he's got some talent. So what's your take on the team so far?
Well, I've been impressed with the fact that they're guarding folks. And, you know, the key is how hard to compete. When you have a lot of new kids, if you can't get them to play hard, you got a real serious problem, even though you have a little bit of maybe talent. But he's got them playing hard. And if he can continue them playing hard and continue to improve like they went from one game to the next, I expect for them to be a pretty solid ball club down from January, February.
There's nobody compare what you went through that first year here, but just that aside, how difficult is it to coach somebody else's players that first year?
That's very difficult. I mean, especially if you got a coach that's totally opposite from the coach that had just previous, it makes it totally different. That's why, you know, if you go football and you smash mouth football and then all of a sudden you want to run with it or you want to do something different, you don't have those kind of kids that you recruited. In basketball, you're going to run with it, you got to get some kids that'll run. You got to get more athletes. You got to be able to develop the kids to fit the system that you want to run. And sometimes it takes a while.
What do you do that first year to try to kind of mix and match?
Well, a lot of times what coaches usually do is try to revert back to what they were so used to doing. You know, especially in a game of basketball, you know, I remember Eddie was a good, hard-nosed, man-to-man basketball coach, but they spent a lot of time passing the ball. Whereas I hated 5 or 6 passes, because that means that it's going to get, sometimes it can get tougher to score. Sometimes your best shot is after the 3rd pass, the 4th pass, you know, but looking for the best shot immediately. Whereas a lot of coaches don't preach it that way. They preach, you know, move it around, and the fans that are used to that kind of deal and been successful, it's hard for them to accept the fact that, hey, we're not going to move it around just to be moving it to look good. We want to be able to attack and score and then get on the defensive side. So the team that I got was inherited from Eddie. They were big, pretty slow, not very athletic, but good kids. They played hard, they worked hard. I had no complaints there, but they weren't the kind of players that I thought could help me win the national championship.
Football coach Morris, just kind of what does he do in this situation?
I think he can only do what he's trying to do is put the best players out of the field and make something happen. You know, and it looks like some of the things that they did, particularly in the last ball game, some things happened. You know, that's good. You know, make some plays. I think it's all about making a play. We're not a play away. We're players away. That's a big difference. You know, it'd be different if, you know, you just needed two or three players, or you can do it, fix it. In basketball, you might need one player that can fix a lot of things. But they're away with athletes and talent. They're not up to the power of the Alabamas, the Auburns, Mississippi State, Ole Miss. They got some players.
What was it like? I know the outcome wasn't what Arkansas fans wanted, but what was it like seeing Arkansas play in El Paso against Texas? What was it like?
Well, I wasn't there. My wife's not there. But to be able to, as I was talking to some of my best friends, some of my coaching partners, some of the guys who coached against me in high school, some of those guys got to go to the game, and they got a chance to see a Razorback basketball game. And they were impressed. They were impressed with the fact that Texas is huge, and they thought Mike would get run off the floor. Arkansas would get run off the floor. And, you know, for a while there, they did have a way with it. But I think after we settled in and settled down, they had to come to win the ball game. They had to come up with a shot, a pretty good shot. So just to have some of the fans that I went through as a high school coach, and basically they followed me all through my career. I was really happy to see a Razorback team play in El Paso.
As a coach, how frustrating is it to see the free throw shooting be down right now?
Well, that's always been the big problem. We've had some decent free throw shooting teams, but we also had some that didn't shoot so well. But anytime you have a team that can play you pretty close, you got to make free throws coming down the stretch. There's no ifs and buts about being a winner. You have to make free throws coming down the stretch. And I think they will as time goes on, because they improved the other night pretty drastically in the second half. That's a drastic improvement. It's confidence. That's what it's all about at this stage.
Pushed a lot of great players. What's your take on Daniel Gafford?
I think he's got tremendous potential. Potential is one thing. He's got tremendous potential. The thing that I worry the most about is that the surrounding of him, people all over him. I think in the last 2 games he's had 12 turnovers. The center, he's got to make a decision. You see, that's why I said a game is a game of decision. You got to make that decision day in and day out, and I think that's going to happen, because he's, you can break down the film and say, wow, that guy was open. I could have gave it to him. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's all about figuring out how to cut down on things and get better. And with him, that's probably what's missing. Of course, you got to make some free throws, because they're going to foul him. It's everybody's keying on it.
What's your thoughts, Coach, on the freshman Isaiah Joe? What did you say from him?
Oh, I love that kid. That kid, I told him, I said, shoot it. When you don't have a shot, shoot it. Your shot, no good. A bad shot is a good shot. And some teams, and I said, that's what you have. You have a shot that may not be a good shot, but it's good for this team. So he's kind of guy that I think in time, as he gather himself and get that swab about himself, that he's saying that, hey, I'm one of the best, then you're going to see something very special.
So what's your feelings about the 25th anniversary of the championship team? I guess they're going to honor the team in March and do stuff during the year.
Well, I'm very happy about that, because I really found out a little bit about it, I guess, yesterday. But anytime you have a team that is represented this university as a national champion, I'd love to see them get together from time to time to celebrate what they had accomplished. And that's a big accomplishment. I don't think we realize how big an accomplishment that is. Almost going back-to-back national championships. It wasn't like it was a fluke. He was there again for the second taking. And who knows, if Corliss and Scotty came back, it might have been the third taking. So at that time, we pretty much ruled basketball. And I ain't gonna say basketball in the Southwest or the Southeast. I'm talking about basketball.
How much did the door open in 10 years ago, I think, or whenever it was? How much did that help just kind of move everything along?
Well, I think the thing that I was appreciated was Jeff Long called me on 2 or 3 occasions to have lunch with him and sit down and just visit. And I got to know who he was and what his ideas was. And he had right then said that we're going to try to get your team back up here. We had already started that with Wayne Stelly, who had his little sort of touchdown meetings where we brought our kids in, and then of course later on Jeff brought in the group, and that took a lot of the pressure off of the youngsters who would not attend games. You want the old guys to when they leave in school, those are your recruiters. Hey man, you need to go to Arkansas. When you got them shut mouth and that I don't know if I want it. You don't want that. Not in a case that you're dealing with in Arkansas. It's not as easy as people think it is to recruit. I think even the guy that took my place, they did some pretty good jobs in recruiting. But the game is relying on recruitment.